it. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. All right, y'all. All right. We got a special guest in the house again tonight. It's like a recap. We talking about this rent and these high taxes, and there's a lot going on. We got activist Mark Carter, been out here almost 30 years on the front line. So we going to give a recap of the other night. We had a lot of things going on. It was a lot of fighting, infighting, but today we're gonna fight for the right reason. This is wartime. In a time of war,
Right.
in a time of war, if you're scared, stay home and pray for us. That's it. But we on the battlefield, and we ain't taking no prisoners, no prisoners. And we got to slay these giants out here because they trying to run us out of our community. And the black community has been hit the hardest by taxes. So if they hit the landlords for taxes, you know what the landlord got to hit us for high rent. The rent gonna double. So what can we do? What can we do? So we supposed to just lay down and say, well, let the Lord take care, and God got everything controlled. God gave us 5 senses, and we got to get out there and use them. We got to fight for our survival. These people are trying to push us out of the city. It's
That's right.
clear as daylight, people. We see millions and millions and millions of illegals come all in this country. And most places they
Martin
come
D.
is
Johnson,
in the black
come
community.
in and share alive. Everybody
We're
share
gonna
alive,
we
everybody.
we gonna talk, people. Cause you know, if you tired of hearing all this, you tired of hearing this, gunshots, that's what's gonna happen. That's all you tired of hearing this, ambulance and fire sirens and all this. You tired of hearing it? I'm tired of too.
Share alive, share alive, share
Come
alive.
on in, people. We live, uncut, unedited right now. We get
Johnson,
ready. We get ready to introduce our special guest, Mark Carter. He's going to
listening audience
yeah.
on live. Y'all come in, share alive. Let me know. Let me know if y'all can hear. Y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me, and let me know if you can hear Mark G. Johnson. Mark, say something too.
Live, uncut, unedited. Live, uncut, unedited. Hopefully they can hear me. You already know what it is.
Give me a thumbs up if y'all can. Make sure you give me a thumbs up right now, y'all. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Stop. I love it. I love it. So we ready, Martin?
Yeah, we ready. We ready, man. We finna let me put your name on there so they know who's talking. Which I know they know your voice anyway.
We gonna light it up tonight.
Oh yeah.
Gonna light it up.
Yeah.
Gonna light it up. Now is not the time to be peaceful. Be peaceful and quiet is not the line for you. If you don't think that we should be making some noise about the situation with these taxes and rent is getting ready to start to double and triple, then this is not the line for you. As we get this thing cracked up and y'all sharing alive, people are calling in to the show. As we do it, we want y'all to do the same. Share the live, y'all. Everybody share the live. I need everybody to share the live. As you come in, share the live. This is about the taxes and the fact that when the taxes double, your rent doubles. If the taxes triple, then your rent triples. If you don't believe what I'm saying, stay tuned. Next month, we'll tell the tale. Make no mistake about it. You'll be receiving a letter from your landlord. Guaranteed you're going to receive a letter from your landlord. And see, what we're going to do tonight is basically give some marching orders of how we're going to deal with this situation. Talking earlier today to Sean Ford, who's running for Congress of the 7th Congressional District. Also, I was talking to John Harrell, who's running for the 8th District, which is mostly in Austin. So if you live in communities like Austin, John Harrell is the person that is running for state representative. Sean Ford is running for congressman. This covers the entire West Side. The entire West Side falls up under the 7th Congressional District. And so on top of us talking about the taxes and the rent going up, we're also going to be organized politically to get behind candidates who are going to help us fight our fight. So, and you know, as the new year come in, we're going to be doing a lot of educating around it, but we're just trying to really stay focused really on two things tonight: the taxes and the rent. But there's another third thing that we do want to bring up, Martin. You know, the guy that shot the two children in Douglas Park will be in court Thursday, and so we're asking the entire city to show up. This guy, man, shot these two children, 114, 115. And the younger one, 14, happened to be a close friend of mine, grandson. And man, bad situation. So in the midst of us fighting fighting against this tax increase and the rent going up, man, this guy's court date has come up. So you're gonna hear me periodically throughout the broadcast bring that up, because that's important. No different than when Laquan was killed, and just so happens the younger child is a cousin of Laquan.
Oh wow, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. So I mean, we got to take on these issues as they come. Sometimes it be more than one issue, but y'all come in and share the live. I'm ready when you're ready, Martin. Let's go.
Okay, I've been ready. You've been take the lead. Let's before we get into the live. Now, people, this live may not be for you. We're looking for warriors. We're looking for black men. Any could join us, but we're looking for black men to take the lead. That's going to be up front. And it's wartime. All that talking and praying and singing and all that, we pray at home and sing at home, because we definitely it's wartime. We at war, people. Now, if you owe some peace, you need to stay at home. Okay, stay at home and pray for us, because this is a serious matter, and they are trying to push black people out of this city, and they're showing completely. And that's what I'm talking about. So, all right, Mark, let's get started, man. Let's get started. Come on with it. We want to open up the phone lines too. Go ahead.
Crime Chaser. Tonight I'm going to be his special guest. And like I said, being a guest on his show at the same time on Facebook Live, y'all. I want y'all to call in to Crime Chaser Show. The number is 872-299-0808. Call into the show. The number is 872-299-0808. But once again, thank you for having me, Martin, and thank you to my audience on Facebook Live for tuning in tonight. And I know, you know, got to get the children ready. A few of us, we got to get up. We got things to do in the morning, but this is a very important issue that we can at least spend an hour discussing before we get to bed. One being the fact that the taxes have gone through the roof. I mean, I sat in the league last night, Martin. I was in a league with Reverend Hatch, Reverend Ackery, Reverend Side Fields, over at Pastor Edie's church. And man, it just pained me to hear our parents and grandparents' generation just plead for help, being on fixed incomes, and some of them let it be known that it pains them that they're going to have to raise the rent. In some cases, they're going to have to double the rent on their tenants because the taxes have gone up so high. And just all of a sudden this year, people receive these tax bills. Now, we know that a period of time, sometimes the taxes are going to fluctuate up, but who would ever thought that you receive a tax bill 135% higher than your last? Who would ever thought that, and that was in Garfield, who would ever thought that you receive a tax bill in North Lineville 99% higher than the last one, 80% higher in Inglewood. And then now we're hearing more and more South Shore, the South Shore suburbs, Park Forest, Harvey, all these different places. And we can view it as nothing else but a land grab.
That's
And
it.
so in response, all of the homeowners, all of the renters who join forces with us, we're going to call a big meeting. We're going to start moving that meeting around the city. I think our first meeting was by Talk Representative Sean K. Ford, who said that probably the first meeting would be at Austin High School. And we're not limiting people. This is not about South Side or West Side, because if we all don't come together, we're going to be outside.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is a city for us to rise up as a people to send a message to the successors and everybody else who has a role in the hand in this. Be it President Preckwinkle, be it the commissioners, be it Larry Rogers, the commissioner of Board of Review. We say to everybody, get your ass on board. We're not standing idly back. We're not going to stand down. We're not going to be quiet while you move on us and move on more so than anything, the future of ownership for Black people in this city. They know that a lot of our parents, Martin, are getting ready to out and turn the property over to the next generation. And so just in time for that transfer to happen, they shot the taxes up. And so our move at this first meeting, and all the meetings, because we want to stay focused this time, right?
Right.
So that the taxes are going up. But we're saying that stand with us as we demand, whether you're a renter or homeowner, stand with us as we demand a moratorium and the redistributing of the pain. You don't just take a $500 million increase and concentrate it in 4 to 5 areas, or should I say less than 10 areas. There's 77 communities. That's outside. That's just in Chicago. 77 communities. You don't just concentrate this increase in less than 10 communities. And then outside of Chicago, a couple of the suburbs. We're not going to stand idly by, and we're not going to stand for that. It's not happening. Mm-hmm. So I'm asking all renters, all homeowners to, when we make a call, when you see the backside, meet us at those places. Everybody. I'm calling on everybody. And share the live, y'all. Everybody share the live, because we want maybe take an hour. We might go over an hour, you know what I mean? But we want everybody to know about this. We want you to share the live. We want you to tell somebody. So once that backside, the back signal is in the sky, man, meet us there. Matter of fact, beat us there. What you got for us, Martin?
Well, let me say this. I want to before y'all coming in, and we will just lay down some ground rules. If you don't like what's being said, just be quiet or just go to another live. And I'm just being honest with you, because the language might be a little bit off, but this is serious. People are getting pushed out of their homes and their houses and their properties. People are getting ready to pay sky high rent. I mean, double the rent. Some of you paying $1,000 for one bedroom. You might be at $1,500 to $2,000 now because of the property taxes. You know, so this is real. Listen, this is real. This is real.
And you know,
go ahead.
And you know, some of the elected officials are trying to keep this thing quiet. Look, I'm saying to every renter, every homeowner, every supporter, do not allow anybody in this situation to tell you that you should just things a certain way. Be quiet. Calm down. It's going to be all right. No, it's not going to be all right. We have gotten some inside information, and I would have to say even about Tara Stamps, right? Tara Stamps last night, along with Lakeisha Collins at the meeting at Reverend Eve's, Pastor Eve's church, just came out. Just came out open, and they were open and honest. Tara Stamps outright said that, look, everything that y'all thinking when it comes to these taxes and your rent is true. Everything that you possibly thinking is going to happen if y'all don't make some noise. Everything that you're saying is true. I'm not coming here to lie to nobody. Tell you it's going to be all right. It's not going to be all right. And the only way we make a change, the only way we send a message to Assessor Katie is that we all rise up. And so we're gonna keep cranking this thing up. Rep Ford gives the green light at Alton High School, which will probably be the first place that we have this big meeting. I want everybody to come out. You're not going to be able to sit home and be quiet and this issue go away. It's not going to go away. It's only going to get worse. And when you come to these meetings, please, everybody, stay focused. Let's stay on our A game. If we never supported one another, this is the time. This is the time that Black people in this city come together and support one another. This flag y'all see behind me, this flag is called the Black American flag, y'all. This flag represented our struggle. Flag was given to us back in the 60s around our struggle. I know a lot of times y'all saw that red, black, and green Pan-African flag. No. This is the flag for Black people here in this country. And I want y'all to get some of these flags because we're going to fly these flags. We're going to send a message to Assessor Katie and everybody who has waged war on our community. And I don't say that lightly. War has been waged on our community. I can't even say it's a silent war. So I'm going to call it what it is. An economic war of gentrification has been waged on our community. When those tax bills drop, and keep in mind, Martin, the tax bills drop late. They usually come out in August. Tax bills didn't reach us till November.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have to pay the taxes by December 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you don't think that this strategically being done, if you think that it's just by happenstance, you think that this is some conspiracy, the next month is going to tell the tale. As a matter of fact, before next month, you're going to receive a letter from your landlord. I'm telling you what I know. You're going to receive a letter from your landlord telling you that your rent has gone up. In most cases, it's going to be double or triple. And the only way we're going to be able to stop this is through our demand for a moratorium on these taxes. When the taxes go up, your rent is going to go up. That's a fact. And the reason why the rent has got to go up is because of the, as a property owner, you cannot afford to keep the rent at that price if the taxes have gone up to the point to where you can't afford to keep it there, to keep that rent there is what I mean, right? And so, and let me say this because we did a call. What was that? A couple of days ago, Martin, we did the call.
Yeah.
So there were a couple of guys who kind of like took me out my square because I'm really trying to stay focused right here in Chicago. And I later found out that both of the guys were from out of town. And so to all those that are on this call, on this live, if you're from out of town, just sit back and listen. Don't create an argument because this is not impacting you. You're not from here. So we're not saying don't listen in. We're not even saying don't comment. But don't come here causing a battle if you can't do nothing about it when it comes to our taxes and our rent here. Don't tell us what not to do. A war has been waged on us, and you don't tell people that have been put under attack how we should respond, how to respond, especially if you're out of town. You worry about what's going on in the city you're in. If you want to come here and cause an uproar, worry about where you're from. So let me get back to saying this. I sat back at Pastor Edie's church last night And I talked to him early this morning, Martin.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, over the years, you as a young activist, man, times where we may have disliked you or liked you or things that you've done, you may have upset us. But this is a time that we all need to put our heads together. Because I told him last night that, Pastor, and it's to all of the pastors in the room, that if you lose your members, you lose your church. I mean, this is simple. If you lose your members because they've been priced out and ran out of the city, you're going to lose your church. And so all the churches, all of the homeowners, all of the renters, please, 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 if you haven't gotten the message, because you may not be involved in politics, if you haven't received the message, please understand and know that if the taxes of the property that you live in have either double or triple, then your rent is going to do the same. Now, I see Senator Preston just came in. Senator Willie Preston is a state senator out in parts of Inglewood, where you saw the taxes going out there. So I'm glad we got Senator Preston on tonight. Again, y'all, the phone number is 872-299-0808. You can call in and actually talk live with Crime Chaser, who's from out in Inglewood. He's the voice that y'all hear, and the person that y'all hear me referring to. And so he's on my other device, and but the number is 872-299-0808. And I would like for Senator Preston to come in. Call in, Senator Preston. Tell the people what's going on. He's a state senator here in Illinois. Young brother that I met, some years ago, out marching when Laquan McDonald was killed, and later became a state senator, where he then could go down and represent us in our issues down in Springfield. But I guess before we get to the calls, I want to make the announcement again. Thursday at 9 a.m., we all are going to be at 26 in California. We're going to be at 26 in California because the guy who shot those two children, 14 and 15 years old, the lifeguard, the Chicago Park District lifeguard, who shot two young children, 14 and 15 years old. The 15-year-old died. The 14-year-old is paralyzed from neck down. And the 14-year-old happened to be, both, because the father is a friend of mine, and then the 14-year-old, his grandfather is a close friend of mine. And this child happens to be cousin of Laquan McDonald. And so I'm throwing that in there because it's really movement time around all of our issues, whether it be housing, jobs issues, issues like these children being shot. And so don't forget, we're going to be at 26 in California, 9 o'clock Thursday on the 18th. 9 o'clock Thursday on the 18th. And guess what? The child who's paralyzed from neck down requested that his mother and father bring him to court. So that guy that shot him see what he has done to him. So he'll be at the courtroom along with his mother and father and family. So y'all meet us at 26 in California Thursday. Now let's get back to this rent and taxes. Trini, I saw you ask where we can get the flag. If you Google or Amazon, go on Amazon, any of those places, get one of these flags. This is the Black American Heritage flag, y'all. This is the flag that we're going to fly now on about our issue. This is the flag that we're going to fly when Juneteenth come up. This is our flag, Black American Heritage flag that was given to us by Black Americans. And we ditched that red, black, and green flag. We've done enough for that red, black, and green flag and people over in other countries. It's time we represent us. And this issue where our taxes and our rents have gone up and are about to go up, the taxes have gone up and the rents are about to go up as well. Next month, you all going to see an increase in your rent if we don't demand and make this moratorium happen. we don't demand a fixed KG, and those involved put a moratorium on these taxes, you're going to see your rent double or triple. So call in 872-299-0808. 872 299-0808. But go ahead, Martin. That's all. You got a couple calls?
Yeah, not yet. We're waiting on some callers, 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. We want to discuss the matter. People call in so we can see this is serious. So we already really late fighting this. So we're trying to jump in front of this. That's what we're trying to do, people. Now, if you want to pay more rent, go ahead, be my guest. But if you want to try to keep this rent exactly where it's supposed to be, let's fight. We have to fight, people. And guess what? Our pastors, they know better. Our politicians, they know better. They're going to have to fight on this one. Trust me, there's no excuse. And let me say this, Brother Mark, before you come.
Nowhere around it.
It's nowhere around. It's by design. Again, we have 77 communities here in the city of Chicago. And every black community that's predominantly black is on a decline. But every white community is progressing, gaining ground, more ground and more ground. Why is that? Are we being cheated? Are our representatives representing us properly or what? What's going on? So I got a problem when I see the system warring against black people, as usual. Some of you same people, when the migrants came here, you was running down there taking them clothes and T-shirts and blankets and food and all that. Now we have everything. Now we got an issue in the black community. And you say nothing. We got a caller.
And guess what?
Go ahead, Mark.
Guess who else say nothing? You see, the immigrant community is not stepping up to the plate for our community in this situation, right? If we always crying and fight for other people, let's see how many of those other groups are going to stand up and cry and shed tears and be willing to go to jail on behalf of us, the way some of our elected officials and our people who stood up for that. Let's see if that's going to happen.
Okay. We got a caller, Mark. Let's see who this is. 2103. Last four digits. Hey, caller.
You said 2103?
Yes, sir. That's you.
Oh, how you doing today? What's up, Mark? How's it going, brother?
Good.
All right. I met you a couple of times on Roosevelt and Keeler, but I'm just, piggybacking on what you're saying, and I agree with everything that you're saying. And like I said, I grew up on Crenshaw and Keeler right up through there, so I know exactly, on what you mean, because I know I've been out there, telling our people the same thing in regards to what you're saying about, the rent and property ownership and things like that. And it's just like, it just falls on deaf ears. It's like, man, you don't know what you're talking about, X, Y, Z, and why you care. You don't even live in the neighborhood no more. And the reason I care so much because I come from that neighborhood, and majority of the people in that neighborhood looks like me. And like I say, I just appreciate what you're doing, you and all the other people that's participating in what's going on, because like you say, this is a serious issue, and we're in big trouble if we don't do anything. So I just want to say that, man. I've been watching it live and just wondering, why it's not thousands of people, understanding the seriousness of what you're talking about. And I land my plane there.
I appreciate it.
Let me say, being an activist for the last 27, 28 years, one thing that I do know is once we get to rumbling as the activists, the people will eventually join forces. They'll get on board. And so I don't worry too much about how many come on the front end, right? And I've led protests where I may have started out with 5 or 10 people. And once you crank that bullhorn up and you moving through the street and you making that noise, you look around, man, and you wonder, man, where did these thousands of people come from? Where did they come from? I mean, but that's who we are. And so what I don't want us to do is to even give any weight to thinking that we won't come together around these issues, right? Because I know we will. I've seen it happen. I've seen when police shootings happen, we may start out with 25, 30 people, and before we get 2 or 3 blocks over and look behind, I mean, me and my partners, we be wondering, like, man, we used to wonder, man, where did all these people come from? And that's just who we are, man. It's just like a shooting may happen in your neighborhood. And you be wondering yourself, we be asking yourself, did somebody call everybody or what? How did everybody end up out here? Well, that's just the natural progression. So don't worry about that. This thing is gonna raise up so big, so quick, man. But especially once the people see that their rents have been jacked up, I mean, 2 or 3 times the original amount, well, the people already crank it up. I mean, it's cold outside, though. And every single one of these meetings that I've gone to, our parents and grandparents have been there. They've been at these meetings. They come out in the cold. And so if our parents and grandparents can come out and it's cold, then I'm saying I want all of us to do the same. I want all of us as the younger generation. I want all of us as the younger generation of owners, younger generation of renters. I want all of us to rise up. And so we're going to give you that address. Trina, I saw you ask the question of where to address. The meeting's not happening yet. So we're just cranking everything up. We're putting the message out there. And so once that meeting starts, everybody is going to show up. I know how this is going to take place. I mean, it's just like I said, a natural progression of raising the issue. So again, if your taxes are going up, if your rent hasn't gone up yet, because eventually it will if we don't get this moratorium. Let me tell y'all what this happened, just in case y'all don't know. There was a tax break given to downtown, all the downtown businesses who had their properties reassessed by these law firms. And through that reassessment, these downtown business owners were given a tax break of $500 million. Well, because they don't have to pay that $500 million, it was transferred over to our community. To say it again, the downtown business owners who are saying that they're losing tenants and people are not shopping like they were shopping, and there's issues downtown. As a result of that, they were given a $500 million tax break. And that $500 million was transferred over to property owners and renters. Now here's the catch, and this is why we're asking and demanding the moratorium. That $500 million, instead of being spread evenly across the city, was only concentrated into 4 Black areas: Lawndale, Inglewood, West Garfield, South Shore. And so our thing to the successor is stop the process. Moratorium. Put a stop to everything. And the only way we're going to make this happen is thousands of us are going to have to rise up and eventually go into City Hall. Because the county and City Hall are the same building. We're going to go down all 4 sides of those hallways and shut it down till we get our answer. And so they concentrated this increase in only specific communities and then tried to justify it, Mark, by saying, well, the taxes have been raised in these areas that we raised the taxes by 135%, 90%, 80% in years. And so this is why we raised the taxes. No, we're not going. Because it could have been a gradual process if you knew that this type of situation was happening. But no, you made sure that downtown was taken care of, and you did that at the expense of us. And we're going to respond accordingly. We're not going to allow this to happen. You're not going to stand idly by unless you pull this one off.
That's right.
It's not going to happen. So I'm asking everybody to get on your phone and start calling because the flyer is going to go out. You're going to see the flyer. Once you see the flyer, I want you to show up. And I'm also going to bring the whole family. Everybody. Including children. Everybody come out. We're going to have to put a stop to this. If we do not stop this, and not only will the rents rise and just like the taxes are risen, but what's going to happen is that it's going to cause the tax buyers, it's going to cause the speculators and investors to come in and try to trick you out of your property, try to trick you out of your place of residence. They're going to buy the community from up under us. And then like Atlanta, Georgia, like places like Atlanta, Georgia, when these people, these big companies like BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, when they come in and buy up whole cities, they then create what's called renters market. They won't even sell you the property. They're going to create a renters market, and the price is going to be too damn high for you to afford. And so we right back at the point where the guy, I remember he was saying the rent's too damn high. You're about to see that if we don't get this moratorium. And the only way we're going to get this moratorium is through us rising up and making noise. So I want to ask the question to everyone who's on this live. Are you in? If you're in, type I'm in. If we can count on you to come downtown, if we can count on you to come to the meetings that we're going to hold, just type I'm in. And what I'll do is eventually reach back out to you to shoot the flyer to you. See, we don't want no wasted shots. And out of the 522,000 owners in this city, if we can get a critical mass, y'all, we're going to make a difference. And I want to say that those who may have other thoughts, we don't need everybody. And I'm saying that not in a disrespectful way, but we don't need anybody who's going to come down and tell us why it can't happen. We want everybody who's with us to be on board. And to those who don't believe that it can happen, we're going to even stand up for you. But let's keep this thing focused. Let's keep this thing in line and send that message to the assessor's office that you need to redo this process. Time to redo this. We're not going to stand down on this. Oh, no. We're not going to raise our taxes 135%, 80%, 99%.
And we're supposed to be silent.
We don't say nothing. Go ahead, I'm listening to you, Martin.
Yeah, we're supposed to be silent. I don't like that. I mean, we too quiet. I mean, you had politicians, brother, standing with the migrants when ICE came into town. They was fighting with. They had whistles. They had their cell phones out. They was going to jail with them. They were doing all types of things, giving them legal representation. And look at us. Who's gonna fight with us? Black people.
They were giving them jobs. They were giving them jobs. They were giving these illegal jobs, contracts, housing, education resources. Man, they have a plan called the Chicago New Americans Plan, y'all. And me and Martin have had these discussions about this plan. Most of our people in the city don't even know about the Chicago New Americans Plan. Most of our people across the country don't know that there was an Office of New American and a plan for almost every city across the country, where they were giving them jobs and contracts. And one of the things we found out here in Chicago, Martin, was every illegal child that walked into this country with their parents were given, y'all. They were giving them $1,500 per child to start school with. So if they need computers, if they need pencil and paper, if they need uniforms, or anything they needed, they were being given $1,500 per child. Now, couldn't our young parents and our parents who have public school students, couldn't they have used that same type of program? What was that same type of program? And then on top of that, all the money that they were receiving were all by tax dollars, y'all. And so we stand to these same elected officials who stood up and fought for illegal immigrants. to do the same damn thing when it comes to us. And we're going to make this happen, y'all. We're not going to allow nobody to tell us to stand down and be quiet and be cool. Man, it hurt my heart last night to hear 70 and 80-year-old parents and grandparents about it. Man, just crowds, man. They were pleading and begging us as the younger generation to step up, stand in the gap, pay attention to what's happening to them. I mean, they were crying last night, y'all. And this is what about the third meeting that I've gone to about these taxes. About the third meeting I've gone to. And to hear our parents and grandparents, 70 and 80 years old, tell the stories of how the property was passed down to them by their grandfather. One lady said, my grandfather, man, worked his fingers to the bone, man, to buy this property so that our family would always have a place to stay. And she said that, man, as bad as I want to fight that I'm going to fight, make sure that we don't lose our family property. I'm getting older now. I'm getting older. And she said that I told my children, who she said most of them have moved out of town. She said, y'all got to come back and help fight. Y'all got to come back and help me. I can't fight. But even if the children can't come back, we still here, y'all. We're here. And we're not going to allow this to happen. You're not going to take and raise our taxes and cause the rents to double and triple, and we don't say something. And so if you're on board, type I'm in. And so once that flyer goes out, once that bat signal hits the sky, man, I want everybody to show up, whether it's at Austin High School or wherever we have a meeting, whether it's City Hall on the county side. We want to pack the whole first floor of City Hall in the county. I want everybody to do that. I want Senator Chris Kagi to know that he's made the wrong move. And guess what, Martin? Do y'all know that Chris Kagi is set to run for re-election? My thinking is this guy has got to be crazy. He's got to be insane. Or he's cut a deal so big that even when he loses the election, somebody must offer him millions of dollars, because no politician in his right mind would do something like this. He has to be insane, knowing that he's running for re-election, and then you spike the taxes 135%, 80%, 99%. Oh man, something's wrong with this guy. We're going to send a message to him. We're going to send a real message to this dude. And so in the midst of us standing up demanding a moratorium on the taxes, we're going to also organize politically. And to any elected official that don't stand with us, I want y'all to vote their ass out. I don't give a damn who they are. If they don't stand up and speak up for our community in this season, with this disrespect that's happening, and I want y'all to vote their ass out. There's absolutely nothing to talk about. Nobody to be on the sideline about this. Because just like everybody else's taxes are raising, everybody else's rents are raising, it's happening to them as well. So how can you stand down? And that's why I got to give props to Lakeisha Collins, LaShawn Ford, even Tara Stamps, you know what I mean? Man, that sister, she said it last night as an elected official. I'm not here to lie to y'all. Everything that y'all think is going to happen is going to happen if we don't rise up on this issue. She said, I'm not trying to cover up nothing. I'm not here to compromise. Said that this is a tool of gentrification. This is going to wipe us out if we don't do something about it. The taxes go here. The rent goes here.
That's right.
And the rent taxes here, the rent is going to be raised as well. And even if it don't go here, it's going to definitely go here. So you may have been down here, both the renter and the homeowner, but with 135% increase, you're here. And so if the tax is double, In some cases, your rent is going to go here or triple or close to triple. And so with us demanding this moratorium, it will at least stop it so we can get things straightened out. And then more so than anything, we're saying redistribute that $500 million across the board. Let all the taxpayers feel it. Let all the homeowners feel it, not just in specific, mainly Black areas. And Mark, I think that because our people have traditionally and culturally really not made a bunch of noise in this city, that this guy really thought that we weren't going to say nothing. Somebody misinformed him.
Yeah.
Somebody made him comfortably feel like we weren't going to do nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
He don't know. He just quit. He just it's wartime. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm trying to stay calm about it so y'all can understand and get where I'm going. If y'all don't think that I'm mad as hell, I'm mad as hell about this. I told Chris Keggy in an open meeting, and if you think that you're going to make this move and we don't politically come for you, not only politically come for you, I told him, we coming on your damn block. You made us uncomfortable, we're going to make you uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to make your family uncomfortable. So there's a few things that I'm not going to go too far off into how we're going to move, but he don't know that he messed up. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, he's going to know that he was fucked up. You take that one to the bank. Go ahead, though, Martin.
Well, this is what I want to say to people. Yes, we maybe need to get some funds up together and get some people down to City Hall, take some buses down there, and let them know we're not playing. We have to do something, people. Who's going to save Black people? The migrants had the media on their side. They had the politician on their side. They had the mayor on their side. Even the police was on their side. Now, who's on the Black side now? And the money. Who do we have, Brother Mark? We have nobody.
We have us.
That's it. That's it.
Us. Outside is at this point, we don't have any of these outsiders, but we do have us, and we're going to make them feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro.
All right, the phone line's open, people. 872-299-0808. 872-299-0808. Come on, people. Your rent's going to go up now. Don't come back on here next month, January, which is next year. It's all money. Yeah, Martin, you and Mark was right. Well, we warning you right now. Right now is the time. Let us move. Let's mobilize. Let's get this strategy together. We got a caller just calling in. We got to strategize, Mark. We got to let these white folks know we're not playing with them at all. These Black folks, these politicians, we're not playing.
Including these Black folks that's involved too. So the crackers in the weekend, who behind this, you better know. You got the right one this time. You got the right one this time. You think that you're going to call on somebody to tell us to stand down and be quiet?
Marcus.
Mm-hmm. Ain't going to happen. You said you got to call?
Joined.
You got to call, Marcus.
Go ahead.
Come on, Marcus.
Go ahead.
I just want to say this. What are people going to do? What do they expect people to do in this city? What do they expect Black people to do in this city? And what is it going to take for Black people to start walking off their jobs, going over to City Hall, and really shutting this city down? I'm not talking about a small group. I'm talking about all Black people. I think some Black people don't know how bad this is going to affect them, but it's going to affect all of us, not just the property owners, not just the taxpayers, but even the ones that's renting. Of course, it's going to affect us because the rent is going to go up. The rent is already sky high here. Everything is sky high. What are our politicians thinking? I hate to say this, Martin, but it's going to take another 2020
dancing in the streets, if you know what I mean. I don't want to out and say it on your live, but it's going to take that because that's the only language the rich seems to understand is when we tear something up. We're tired of this. We're paying enough. We can't enjoy our life. They tell us to enjoy
Tell the
life.
truth
They tell
and
us to go in the
shame
corner
the
and pray.
devil.
Praying ain't no good if you don't take action. You got to take action. You pray for guidance and you take action on that guidance. We have got to show up at City Hall. We have got to make them bring out the state troopers. We have got to make them bring out every police officer they can bring out. We got to show up at City Hall, old and young, and we got to be mad as hell. Excuse my French, but we got to let them know we're mad as hell. We can't come in there as a peaceful black man.
You ain't got to excuse your French in here. I mean, you got every right to say anything that you choose to say when you have decided to come with the place of
I mean, they let these migrants run through the city and do what they want to do. We should be marching through the city. We should be shut downtown. There shouldn't be no business as usual in the city of Chicago. We should shut this city down.
Hey, brother, watch this. That's what you're saying. What's about to happen? If you remember when Laquan McDonald was killed, we rose up. I mean, I'm talking about 10, 20,000 strong. We rose up. They felt it. I'm talking about they felt it in their pockets. Look, it wasn't just the fact, y'all, that Michigan Avenue lost a couple $1 billion, but also the Chicago Board of Trade, all that financial district became a breach of security because we were marching down through there. And because the marching was happening, under the breach of security, they had to shut the Board of Trade down. You know how much money they lost? We talking billions of off that for that period of time. And so, brother, I want you to know and understand it, that it's gonna happen. We just gotta make sure that when we light that fire.
Tell the truth,
you know what I mean?
and shame the devil.
We're gonna be so laser focused on this. And what I mean by laser focus, I want y'all to get the message loud and clear. And when it's time to make that noise, they're gonna feel us. See, right now we just cranking it up. We getting cranked up right now. The boy once, you know what I mean? There's a couple little brush fires happening. They about to see a forest fire.
Well, Mark, allow me to say this. We need not let the weather stop us. We need not let the weather stop us. We need to be in the snow, the sleet, whatever it takes, because if we don't, we're going to be living in the snow and the sleet.
Hey, brother, have you been to any of the meetings around these taxes? Have you got a chance to participate in any of these meetings?
No, honestly, I haven't, but I was down there doing the Laquan McDonald, and I seen what you all did. I'm a photographer. You probably have seen me.
Hey, let me tell you why I'm bringing it up, right?
Okay.
Every single one of the meetings that have happened, you've seen hundreds of 70 and 80-year-old parents and grandparents come out. Oh, man, they've been coming out. What's missing is the younger generation, but I know that we're going to do it. See, we're not going to even talk about what we're not going to do. We're not going to, because, usually when in these conversations, we unintentionally beat up on ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I totally got when Laquan McDonald was killed. And do y'all know the same day that the taxes were due was the same day that we first marched down on Michigan Avenue, December 15th, when Laquan was killed. And so I know what black folks do. They just need those of us who are the fire starters. See, there's a few of us in this city. We the fire starters. Once all the activists and everybody start calling out, and we link all up. It's going to happen. No question. No question is it going to happen. I promise you it's going to happen. And so this is just the beginning. And so once y'all, like I say, the message comes, as a matter of fact, Thursday, we're getting ready to meet on 26th in California. Thursday, y'all going to see an uprising Thursday. The guy that shot 2 little children is going to court. in 26th California Thursday at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock in the morning.
You're going to see, listen, thousands of people are going to come to 26th in California.
Thanks for telling me that.
Taxes and the rent. We're going to deal with this issue about this guy, this Park District employee, the lifeguard that shot a 14 to 15-year-old child, two children, one 14, one 15. One 15, he killed him. The other child was paralyzed from neck down. And so you're going to see the people come out and they're at that court hearing. We're going to then announce for everybody to meet us as we start pumping up and demanding moratorium on the taxes and the rent. So this is just the beginning. Oh man, all is in the house. The drive homes are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
What's about to go down? Go ahead.
I believe we got another call.
We got another caller, Mark. Bill, come on, Bill.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, everybody. Give a shout out. Everybody should be very appreciative of Mark and his organizing of this, because if you sit back and let them bring these migrants in the way they did and raise these taxes, in which they start in the Southland first, all black suburbs, then this is, it's like these people think black people in Chicago area are a joke and they can pull anything that they want to. If you let them get away with this, you might as well go on and help them tie up a noose. As far as I'm concerned, and you see where the problem is coming in at. If you're born and raised in Chicago, you got to see that it's the Democratic Party that's laying this lick down. Ain't no Republicans got nothing to do with this. And I believe it's happening in other cities, but I hope and pray that the template to come from up under this is going to be laid down in Chicago. It's got to be some disruption. These people don't understand coming down there and talking. And another thing, we had a lady on here the other night justifying their reasons for having these taxes. I believe it was Mark or somebody else on the last show said, well, if downtown is missing business and all of that and vacancies, well, why ain't they paying for it? Mm-hmm. Then she backed it up with there's vacant lots in Inglewood and Garfield and Lawndale. It's vacant lots, but somebody owns them. All those abandoned buildings and lots, somebody owns them. If somebody don't own them, the city owns them.
And still paying taxes on them. If you own a vacant lot,
right, you still got to pay taxes. So miss me with that rhetoric. You know, some people conform to and get indoctrinated into this system, man, that ain't been for us. I hope people wake up and open their eyes, man. I support you. I don't live in Chicago no more, but I'm real close by, and this Chicago will always have a special place in my heart. I was born and raised there.
Let me ask you this, bro. You still know some people in Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we want you to do, and this is to everybody, if you're out of town and you know some people in the city, man, hey man, when the flyers go out, when the message is spread, man, let everybody know to meet us. Whatever we saying, meet us there and beat us there. Because we're not going to allow this. We're not going to stand idly by and see. I'm tonight because I want the people to hear. I want y'all to hear every word that is coming out of our mouth. Because once we get downtown, we don't kiss the man. Oh, ain't gonna be no standing still and we just gonna pray about it. No, we not. Oh no. We gonna pray before we leave. So we gonna pray before we leave. But once we get downtown, they gonna know we there. We gonna make them know that we are down there and that you're gonna honor this moratorium and you're gonna redistribute this pain, not just in these little small communities, these small amount of communities. You're gonna redistribute this pain across the city. And to those downtown business owners who don't want to pay their fair share of the taxes, but want to use our tip dollars in our community, they want to use our tip dollars to do redevelopment. We coming to see y'all too. All you downtown business owners, don't think that we just going to City Hall. I ain't gonna say too much on here, but they gonna fill us. Oh, they gonna fill us. All that stand down and be quiet and look, y'all. As we go into this season of mass gentrification, right? This thing is gonna hit other communities as well, and so you're gonna have people who already, who even if it hasn't happened to them yet, oh, they're gonna step in because I was listening to the news last night where a guy was talking on Channel 7 and a guy on television and he was saying, man, this stuff that hit, man, my taxes been doubled. Man, I'm on fixed income. I'm a disabled veteran, man. This stuff is killing me. So the people are going to rise up. One of their group, because one of them say, what's the name of the ministers group? It's the Leaders Network. That was the group that had the meeting last night. And to you all that wasn't at the meeting, or you may not have heard about it, there was a meeting where our parents and grandparents came out and just pleaded, man. They pleaded with everybody to, my signal is breaking up. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear on this end.
Okay, well, I'm saying that the people on Facebook, one of the guys on Facebook Live, he said my signal is breaking up. Is it my phone, y'all, or can y'all hear me?
I hear you loud over here.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear on YouTube also.
I got on Facebook Live as well. I'm on the phone with y'all, but I'm on Facebook Live. So the people on Facebook Live, can y'all hear me well? Is my phone breaking up? So wanted to say that gave me thumbs up that she can hear. So Montiel, you might have to get in a better area. So, and like I say, we're staying as focused as possible. This is a peaceful conversation tonight, because we want you to hear every word that's coming out of our mouth. And you know, a couple of days ago when we did the space, we kind of like got off track. We got off track, man. And sometimes that devil wants to get and cause dissension. We're not gonna let the devil move on us. We're gonna put our feet on the devil's neck. Feet, not our foot. We're gonna put our feet on the devil's neck. And so anybody who wants to come up and cause confusion, please don't. If you don't want to participate in this, like I say, we don't need everybody. Actually, we don't need everybody. Anybody who don't believe that this moratorium can happen. Just watch from the sideline. We want you to watch the God in us. We want you to
Mark, you say it's 500 and some thousand property owners. 10% is 50,000 people. And if we can get together and go to Stepper Set and electric slide and bike events and all this other stuff, Black Friday sales, this is something that's way more important than all of them together.
Watch this. We don't even have to go in that direction. We ain't got to beat up on our people, period, on it. The ones that we need are going to come. See, we're not going to do any of that. We don't have to beat up on nobody. We don't have to say what they're doing. Because the ones that are meant to be with us, they're going to be with us. They're going to make this happen. And like we said, respectfully, we don't need everybody. We almost got 1 million people in this city. If 10,000 of us come out, it's going to send shockwaves. 10,000 out of 1 million people that we have in this city, we're going to send shockwaves, y'all. And so let's not even focus on ones that don't. This is all about the ones that do, ones that will. And again, if y'all on board, type I'm in the chat, whatever you call this message or chat or
right.
Just type I'm in.
We have another caller, Mark.
Go ahead.
All right, caller 3268. I think I know who this is.
What's going on, Martin and Mark?
Hey, how you doing, Mr.
Marcus
Roosevelt? Mr. Roosevelt, how you doing?
And everybody, I mean, thanks for bringing attention to this very, very important issue. You know, something that would affect every single last one of us. You know, even though, you know, I'm a renter or whatever, I don't own property, anything here. It's like what Marcus said, but I mean, renting all of this, renting just to live every single day or to buy food or to pay bills, everything is sky high in Chicago already. And I have to say that this is going to make it even worse because property tax owners and stuff, people own property are not just going to take this line down. What are they going to do? They're going to raise the rent and pass the cost along to people who do rent. You know, which I think is completely unfair, all because of what the city chooses to do. So whenever you get this moratorium and whatever it is all together, I hope that, you know, it will be done very, very, very soon so all of us can come out and all of us can support and make a lot of noise down there because I was with you when, you know, for the Black Friday protest of the whole Laquan McDonald thing, and as far as other protests almost 10 years ago concerning Laquan McDonald, and it was a beautiful thing how on Black Friday, almost all of downtown was shut down. All the stores like Water Tower and Magnificent Mile was scared to even open because it was just so many of us. Yeah. So just like we did it before, we can do it again.
Oh yeah. And I see Brother Kareem Muhammad on here. I think it's got to be Kareem out of Memphis, but you know he's part of the march as well. I mean, over years before he went down to Memphis, you know he gets different missions when a nation needs to send soldiers to other cities. I mean, we've got brothers like Brother Kareem that I know that's gonna show up, and if he's not in town, he'll come to town, right? Martin, we got My Life in the chat. They on the chat on the Facebook Live. I know My Life in the chat. I mean, he got a big voice that he can. Once we send the flyer out, you know, he can spread the message. One I see you say was that State Senator Lakeisha Collins said she don't own property. You know what I mean? I remember that she said that last night, and realized that even being a state senator. Her rent is going to spike. But the bigger part of that, and I'm glad you reminded me, Wanda, that she said that as a state senator, I don't make enough money. And she said, and listening to the people in this room, I'm scared to own property. And this is the state senator saying this. She said, well, at this point, as a state senator and a single mother, she said, I'm scared to own property. And we're going to change that.
It should happen.
There's a whole nother move that we're going to make in terms of creating a co-op. Let me give y'all just a quick, brief example of something that we can do. And just a small, maybe $2 million. So let's just say 1,000 people put up $2,000, right? So we got attorneys and accountants and all those things. But if 1,000 people put up $2,000, that's $2 million. And take it to any bank. If you put that $2 million in any bank, that they would in turn loan us up to $2 million. We can get a $20 million line of credit. And with that $20 million line of credit, we can then go to the city and say, look, we want another $20 million or $30 million TIF funding. That's $50 million from all of us coming up to $2,000 a piece. That's $50 million. Guess what? We can pay the taxes as well as we can keep investing. So next year, we'll be able to use that same investment to pay the taxes on behalf of everybody. You don't even have to put up no more money. You don't even have to take no more money out of your pocket for taxes. But that's for another day. We've been having that conversation. We're going to bring that to the forefront because if nothing else, this has caused us to unify. We may not see it at this moment, but I'm telling you, our parents and grandparents, and the few of us that are younger than them, oh man, we've been coming out. And like I say, this is just the beginning. Don't y'all think that the people are not going to come out? I'm telling you, they've been coming out already. I'm talking about our parents and grandparents. No, whatever meetings that have been had, they've been coming out. Now they need us. They need us to do the same. They need us to put the word out. All renters and all homeowners. So we can stand. And it's not so much for them, we standing for them. Because we in this fight. We in this fight as homeowners. We in this fight as renters. We are all the same in there. This is just the beginning. By the time we make it downtown, 6K gonna know he messed up. And everybody else who's got something to do with it, they're gonna know that they messed up. We're gonna make them feel it. For any snitches that are watching it live or listening in, you go and tell them. Or we rumbling and we coming. We rumbling and we coming and we're not taking no for an answer. You're gonna feel us. Oh, you're gonna feel us. So like I say, we're gonna stay focused on these lives and on these calls, Martin. Let's try to keep it as calm as possible. If we have somebody coming in who wants to keep up confusion, let's just ask them to leave, man. Just get off the call, get off the live. If you don't believe that it can happen, cool. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to fight with you. We're gonna take the ones who believe. And we're gonna stand up even for you. If you don't believe, we're gonna stand up for you too. I know it's getting close to bedtime. We usually start at 9 o'clock. Tonight we start at 10. And so, Martin, if nothing else, man, I think we probably said enough. This is going to be ongoing. I'm going to do it a lot earlier tomorrow or the day after, whatever day we choose to do it. 8, 9 o'clock. You know, it's kind of like that time where everybody is, just settling down and put the kids to bed, and they got an hour. Yeah, and it's bed because we got to be at work or run their businesses the next day. So if there's nothing else, we can end the live. We can end the call. Hear me, Martin?
Yeah, hey, I had to take a break real quick. Hey, go ahead. Say what you that last comment. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that if we don't have anything else,
that'll be it. Okay.
We can end it.
Okay. It was a peaceful night, and we got some accomplished. All right, people, y'all already know what it is. Y'all know what it is. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. And what? And shame the devil. I love being black. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, all the wonderful guests, Bill, Marcus, Roosevelt. And thank you guys so much. Until next time. Peace out. Share the video. Like the video. Share and like the video. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.